and welcome to another roller coaster ride as we get through COVID. Cathy, Sabater, mortgage planner and proud veteran. Are foreclosures up or what? Well, they are, but it's all relative. So Atom, ATTOM, they're a data search that states, hey, guess what has happened? Foreclosure starts are up 36% if you compare it to last year. Well, guess what? Last year, there were no foreclosure starts because of the moratorium. By the way, we also have forbearance. So what's the difference between the foreclosure and the forbearance? Well, foreclosure, you had individuals or families that may have been going through foreclosure prior to the pandemic. So they lucked out and got another 1+ years of that not happening. So once the moratorium is done, now, yes, banks are going to start the foreclosure proceedings. When you're dealing with forbearance, we have about 2 million people who are on forbearance, but guess what? 700K are about to expire by the end of this month. And about 25% of them were still making their payment. Why? Because the forbearance is like, yo, what if I do lose my job? Let me just file forbearance just in case. This way, no one can foreclose on my home. So when you're dealing with a foreclosure, it's a long process, right? So if they start the foreclosure proceeding right now, it could take 6, 9, 12 months for it to actually be that property to be available to you. So depending on what state that you're in will indicate how fast they can get that process taken care of. So we do understand that the courts are going to be quite busy because, right, there were no foreclosures. There were no, right now we have evictions, right? That also has a moratorium. So the courts are going to be busy with a lot of stuff in regards to real estate. But for people, what does this mean for inventory? Well, we're hoping, right, that one, you saw the picture right there. We don't want to see people lose their home, right? We really want people to be able to maintain their home and their lifestyles. But if they're not able to make the payment, then some banks may be doing a loan modification. Some banks are going to say, hey, I'm going to wait a while before I start the foreclosure proceeding, maybe wait to 2022. So that's going to depend on, for us, we're waiting on this inventory, right? Because we have no inventory. So with that being said, will the prices be higher? Will they be lower? It all depends on how those houses come to market, right? But we're all waiting and trying to, unfortunately, somebody's disadvantages become somebody's benefit. And at the end of the day, we're here to help each other. And at the same time, let's just talk about mortgage-backed securities. So we're at 103.31. So you see all this red. We had a 20-year auction today. And as you can see, the S&P is down. Hey, the 10-year treasury is down at 1.49. So as we've been talking about, right? When you're looking at the market, you see how we're down here and we passed that resistance again. So what does it mean when this number goes higher? If this number goes higher, or that means it costs you more money, right? It costs you more money. No, it doesn't. This number goes higher, then it costs you less money to get. Right now, the number is going lower. So when this goes lower, it costs you more money to get the same interest rate from before. So again, if you're refinancing, you can float it. Purchases, we have timelines that we have to meet. You float the market and say, hey, I'm okay with this because we've already provided you, hey, this is more than likely what your rate's going to be by the time we're ready to lock it. But at the end, feel free to give me a call at 619-846-2675. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon.